What is up, my crazy Volcanians? My name is Vedeco, you can call me V, and welcome back to Pokemon Let's Go, your Pokemon Master in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Once again, very big mouthful. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and your support, as usual, is unreal and crazy. That works. Anyway, today's episode's picking off where the last episode stopped off. We need a bit more Marowak hunting. I could have done a little... Oh no, I was going to do a little bit off camera and record if I found it, but then, you know what? We'll do this way. Then I'll pick up at a later date if I want to. I want to get as many of these done as possible, so that we've got a better chance of just getting to the end of this, soft resetting, and I can do my daily stuff, go back and come back whenever I want to. Otherwise, in a couple of days' time, when I'm able to get another set of Meltan, I won't be able to because I'm part way through this, so I've got to get as many done as I can as such. Once this video's done, I am probably going to have dinner and then maybe record Hungry Dragon for a bit and then Jurassic World Evolution, or I might forego Hungry Dragon or forego Jurassic World Evolution till tomorrow or Tuesday. But I want to get as many done as today as possible so I can do more tomorrow and more Tuesday, and then I'm sort of caught up for the next week or two, which is awesome. In fact, I'll probably caught up for a little bit longer than that. I've still got videos going every day till Wednesday, and I've not done any more editing because today and potentially tomorrow is just all about recording and then getting a backlog, getting loads of stuff sorted out, and then Tuesday getting the backlog sorted out and then recording a bit more if at all possible. So it's going to be a really interesting and productive next couple of days, and I want to keep that steam fully rolling. But a couple of days off, last 2 days I've not recorded or even edited, and it's just been amazing. I love the backlog because I do get a couple of days in a row I'm like, then I really want to do stuff, and if I've been behind I'll feel really bad about being behind, but by doing this I will never be behind, and I can always keep this momentum 100% steam rolling ahead, and that makes me super duper happy. I really hope we get a shiny one of these because they look freaking awesome. I've looked at it and I've stared at it and I've contemplated changing my computer's background to it, having realised I don't want to do that because my computer's background is Hungry Dragon and it's a really awesome image. I'm going to keep it as it is. But yes, this is going to be an interesting couple of episodes. So this episode and the next episode will be at the ALOLAN MAROWAK. After that, I might take a break between it and then like do something else. Obviously, once we're at the end of the train run. If I get a Meltan that's shiny, obviously I'm going to evolve it on Pokemon Go and then bring it over. And you guys can see that, and then I'll try and get another one just for a normal shiny Meltan. Actually, I need 3, don't I, in total? I need 1 for Pokemon Go, 2 for here, including normal shiny Meltan, and a shiny other one. I don't know what you need to evolve it as well, so... Because you have to get, like, a shiny... I've already got a normal Meltan for the Master Trainer, technically speaking. If worst comes worst, I only get 1. I'm going to go for the Melmetal, obviously. Shiny in here, but... That's only if worst comes worst, because I can just use my Melton I've already got and just max that up a bit, so that's awesome. I think I've already brought one over. If not, I can bring one over very easily, so it is all good. So, there we go. This is not going to be fun, is it? Oh, it's going to be a very interesting one, that's all I can say. I'm losing my train of thought already, I'm getting tired. No. Can't get tired yet, I've got loads to go. So, it will be interesting to see what we've got to do. There we go, right. So, I am super duper interested to find out what in the world is going on with this, because, well, I've lost my train of thought completely. Right, bring it back, bring that train back into the station. Okay, right, Pokemon. Right, there we go. So, yeah, next couple of episodes we have pretty much got sorted. Episodes 5 to 10 in my mind. Well, this is episode 6, so 6 to maybe 11 then I've got all planned out. A few more of these Marowak huntings, a break, back to Marowak hunt, get shiny Marowak, and then we're obviously whilst we're hunting Melmetal, because that would be awesome if we can get it. I've got a real good setup going. I'm putting it from my Pokemon Go account into the game, and I'm also Kerry's mum's partner. She's also doing it, and it's just great. Yeah, it's just great. Corey's mum's partner. No, Corey's partner's mum's other half. I'm sorry, I shortened that down so much. Corey's mum's partner. No, Corey's partner's mum's partner. That one. Oh wow, that was a very long one. But yeah, anyway, we've got 2 people who are basically transferring to this game, and then one of us has got bound to get it, and I'll try and steal it from them. But if not, I won't do that. If they get 2, or if I get 2, you know, we can work from there. But so far, I'm just focusing on getting it because I want to get it on camera and just like show it around, get the master trainer for it, and I don't know, I want to get all the master trainers apart from you, because you have to get the Pokeball for that, as it turns out, unless they release a change for that in the future, which I'm sure they will. That's quite interesting. I've not seen any events for this, like, you know, when you in the DS games you get like mystery codes or really interesting things you can get, whereas you can't so far that I've seen. It's a real bit boa, at least not yet, but we'll see. It is a bit of a pain because I really want to get loads of those events, because those events are really interesting. But the problem is they usually do those events for later on in generations. So like, you'll be playing Generation 7, you can get a shiny legendary from Generation 3 and stuff like that, whereas you can't at the moment do anything with that. You can't bring over Generation 2. I would be really, really interested to see if they brought out either DLC or just the ability to bring in different generations to this game. Like DLC, like going to Gen 2, where you couldn't access like all of the, you know, the Pokemon you've already got until you've got one gym badge which lets you bring over level 20s from this region, so on and so forth. That way you start afresh by going to a new region, and then once you're getting like complete in that region, you can bring all over all your pokes, and then you've got a better strength at your Pokedex, and you can really sort of get a better chance of getting the shiny, because like, I guess the shiny charm would only work in this region, then you get the shiny charm in the next region, which would be awesome. Alternatively, what's more likely to happen is we'll get a new Pokemon game. It's not entry level, they've already confirmed that, so it's not going to be another brand new series, but it'll be really interesting to see if we got like a new Pokemon game this year, and then next year we get another one of these, like another Pokemon, or the year after, another Pokemon Let's Go. Because this is a franchise at the end of the day. This is a really, really good franchise. I obviously want to see the next Pokemon game where you can play it like properly. Like, yeah, I wouldn't mind co-op, don't get me wrong, but I want the sort of old catch mechanics and the fighting mechanics. And though it's got its perks, this one, and I really actually kind of prefer it, I want a bit of the originality. If not, if it's just another Pokemon game, but with this mechanic, I'm okay with that. And even if it's Let's Go, I don't know, something and something other in the Johto region, I'm okay with that too. I'm really easy, as long as it's not like a mystery dungeon game, and that's what we've been hyped up for. I'm not going to be happy about that. I do enjoy the mystery dungeon, but it's not a Pokemon RPG, and I think it is, technically speaking, but it's not like this. And I think they kind of alluded to next generation being this year anyway, so I can't imagine they'd shorthand everyone like that. Not to mention it's kind of good for their income when a new Pokemon game comes out. So yeah, whereas a mystery dungeon is great, and I'm sure it does give them income, it's probably nowhere near as sharp as the other one, unless they want to bide their time. But the Switch is here to stay for, I would say, at least another 4 to 5 years easily. They might give us a Switch XL or a Switch whatever, or, you know, so on and so forth. But this Switch is honestly, like, I've played PlayStation, I've played Xbox, I've played the Wii, I've played all the handhelds and all the consoles, and bar PC, Switch is hands down my favourite console and handheld, and the fact that it's both makes me happy. I love it, and I'm a very big Halo fanboy, so you bet your butt when the next Halo's announced on probably the new console, I'll get it. I find it very interesting though that the last Halo in this trilogy, as such, so Halo 6, because we've had Halo 4. Wait, have we had Halo 5? I'm gonna have to Google that. I am a bit perplexed whether or not we have. I almost clicked off of the recording to stop us recording there. Let's find out. Have we had Halo 5? Guardians. Yeah, no, we have. I played that. When we have Halo 6, I will be getting the, getting another console. If I need to get the Xbox One, I'll get an Xbox One. If I need to get a new Xbox, I will. But I thought they'd probably best be doing, like, on the same console. Like, Halo 6 should be on Xbox One. Then, if they want to release a different Halo part of the franchise, like a Halo ODST2 or whatever, or Halo Reach or Halo Harvest, that would be interesting. That'd be cool by me, but I don't know. I really don't know where they're going with a Halo sort of element to it. They'll probably do some form of like less story focused Halo, where it's more about the that sort of multiplayer. And I'm okay with that, and I hope that that's a spin-off, not like Halo 6, because Halo 6 needs to be about the story, and that's probably why it's taken them so long. In fact, when did Halo 5? Because I've got it up here. So Halo 5 came out in 2015, October 2015. So it's only been 3.5 years. Halo 4 came out in what, 2012? It's 2012, yeah, so we are due another Halo. When did Halo 3 come? That's 2007 if I remember correctly, so Halo 6. Might even get an announcement at E3 this year, so... oh no, of course, they showed it back in 2018, and it's Halo 6, or Halo Infinite as they called it. Which will be interesting, because they've not really announced much more than that. And I'm super hyped about that. That's a bit weird to talk about Halo in a Pokemon game, but... I don't know. I love Halo. Honestly, it's a lot of my childhood, like Pokemon, Halo, Animal Crossing. There's a lot to my childhood, and I'm really surprised we've not seen a Nintendogs on the Switch yet. I am super happy about Animal Crossing coming, because I will be playing Animal Crossing, and yes, I will be... The problem is you've got to do a lot of it daily stuff, and that means basically I'll probably stream Animal Crossing as and when it comes out, and then I'll do every other day recording of it. That way I can keep you guys in the loop, but it really allows me to play it on my own accord. Alternatively, what I could do is just play it on a separate account, which is what I'm thinking of doing for the next Pokemon game anyway. But we'll play it by ear. We will absolutely play it by ear. So, yes, keep trading. I don't care. I'm down to 59 left, so we're making progress. I've also not been paying attention to see if we've got a shiny, because I'm looking away from the screen a lot. Hey ho, let's go, Pokemon. See, look at that little tie-in. I'm really leaning in, aren't I? I'm really leaning in. Look at my eyeballs. You can see the whites of my eyes. Right. This is going to take a short damn while. Right, let's just check on the Pokédex in case I have missed anything. I don't think I did. I know that it's dumb to check, but let me be this optimist, will we? Just let me be this optimist once in a while. Because getting on it this early on would be nuts. Not that I don't think I have. No, yeah, not yet. Cool. Okay. ALOLAN MAROWAK, please grace me with your presence. I would super duper appreciate that. I don't like YouTube's like algorithm keeps changing every now and then, but like the main algorithm, like if I type for like what I'm looking for, then I will notice they don't have like episode numbers and stuff like that, and I get that, but I like creating the episode counts so that you guys can stay up to date. But at the same time, if I'm putting them in a playlist anyway, you can watch them in order, so I'm contemplating that sort of thing. Also, they've removed Twitter support, which is a big R for me, because I've got quite a bigger, reasonable following on Twitter. However, it also means what I can do is I can add all of my Address of the Game stuff to a playlist without sending out another 200 tweets for it. So yay, I think that's a yay, absolutely. I will probably do that in segments though, just because I want to get it all up there so that you guys can just, because people are watching it from episode 1 onwards, but they're having to find them. And I appreciate that that's a bit difficult, so episode 1 of 50 is easy, because I think that's all I've got in the playlist at the moment. And we're up to, what, 240 something? Let me have a look, actually. I've got the notes right there. So I have sticky notes with all of them on. So episode 245 we're up to now, so probably 246 this week's with a Valentine's Day event, which I probably might not record, because I want to do stuff Valentine's Day rather than just record games. But hey ho, oh, hey ho, I keep saying that. So I found out what new sayings are. Hey ho, and it's fine. We're doing fine. We're doing okay. We're doing great. So you may notice them a lot. It's just filler that my brain produces rather than staying quiet to keep my train of thought going. So apologies, but we will go with it, which is also another thing, and we'll work with it, or let's go from here, or whatever. So yeah, let's go from here. Actually, I've not really said that much, so hey. Ha! I didn't say hey ho, I said hey. I just said it then, but you know. Oh god almighty. Right. 54 left. Right, we're making some quite big leeway here, so if I just keep smashing the A button, I'm just pressing it as fast as I can. Like, that way I'm not missing anything, it's just going as quickly as it can do, so I'm just keep pressing A. The thing is, like, I say I'm not really paying attention, I partially am, because when I was hunting shiny ALOLAN Sandshrew, I got it when I was paying attention, as opposed to when I wasn't paying attention. I was like, oh, found it. So it's pretty great. I want more of them though. Like, I want just so much. I love shiny ALOLAN Sandshrew, and I'm very much looking forward to evolving it to a Sandslash. Do need to do the Master Trainer for that. That is something we will do in a future video. What I'll probably do is get down to 1 here, save it, and I'll get ready for the next episode, where I want to give it a bit of a break. Probably go do the Sandshrew, and then Sandslash Trainer, and potentially the Rapidash Trainer. because I've got that one to do still too. And then we'll jump back in. I've also got to the Bulbasaur, but we'll jump back in. Then once after time, I'll go to the Bulbasaur trainer. Then I can evolve it to an Ivysaur, and then we'll do the Ivysaur trainer, and then we'll do the Venusaur trainer, which means I can get the Venusaur to level 100 and do hyper training on it, which is awesome. Because I want super trained up creatures, which I can basically, if ever I ever needed to, bring them over to the new game, use them, and potentially trade them as well, which is awesome. But I like the fact we're getting this all on Switch now, because like that's bringing it a bit more to the modern scene as such. I can start looking, because it's a console as well as handheld, I can start looking at getting Pokemon banks, and I can start, if this game is transferable in the future, which I hope it is, I can start putting all these in the bank. I'll have 151. I won't have 151 though, because a lot of these I've already evolved, so I'll have a lot of them though. And I can grab the others from Pokemon Go, bring them here, then put them onto the bank, and then I've got the 151 started off done, and then when they bring out Johto eventually, I can do that, or I can get some of the ones in the next game, and I've got my old DS game around here somewhere, which I can put into a DS and then go onto Nintendo, you know, go to bank and just send everything over, so that works. Because I think I've still got a shiny Honedge somewhere, and potentially shiny Toxicroak, I think shiny Tyrant, so 3 of my favourite shinies, alongside, obviously, shiny Marowak, ALOLAN Marowak, shiny ALOLAN Sandshrew. There's loads of shinies I love. I love shiny Charizard, but it's so common now. I loved shiny Haxorus, but in one of the games, they literally gave it away after, in another game, I'd hunted for it. That wound me up. I don't like the freebie shinies. I really don't. I appreciate that for a lot of people, that makes it a lot more accessible for them, and I'm loving that element to it. But I like hunting, and the fact that I don't need to hunt for it, just, yeah, it means I won't hunt for it. I'll just go grab that and say, oh, look, I've got it, and just hyper train it if I need to. Removes the element of challenge. And I, do not get me wrong, I'm not one of these like, I want it to be competitive based, because this can still be competitive, abso-freaking-lutely. It means it's more accessible for people to be competitive. It just means also, I'm really close to the screen again. It also means, like, it's more about strategy. Like, preparation used to be the longest element of it, and then you work on strategy as well. Now preparation's a lot quicker. You've just got to focus on strategy. You've got to think, you know, all of the linchpins that fall into play when you're doing a Pokemon battle, like, okay, what stats affect Pokemon, what Pokemon is coming against me, because what types are it weak to, what is it weak to, what status effects is it more than likely able to produce. Stealth Rock's always going to be a killer. I don't know if, like, I think Staryu might be a good one. I don't know if it's got the spin, though, so I don't know if it works in this game, but we'll find out. So Stealth Rock's always a killer. Toxic's just unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. So you are going to want to sort of, anything that sort of can prevent ailments, absolutely. You want to look at the sort of Pokemon at that basis. You want to know, you're always going to the assumption, because I think you can do it unrestricted, which is how I would play. Always going to the assumption that they are AV max and EV maxed, and just go under that assumption. Bring up the stats for, you know, what your opponents are going to be playing against, if you know in advance, because they're welcome to do it if it's that sort of environment. If not, then you're going to have to really learn a lot of the Pokemon. So you want to really look at the most used Pokemon, the competitive edge to it, so why they're using it, what is good for you to use against it, and would you use it yourself? If so, what are the most common, playthroughs, like plays of it, or common movesets? I like playing that way, but I also like pushing the boundaries down, because a lot of people will expect that. So, for example, rather than giving one Pokemon, you know, the full set that's the most likely to be used, or that sort of thing, I'll use 3 of these ones, and then I'll use a wild card as such. So I would always use a wild card in all of my competitive Pokemon. So they would be fully trained up. They would be fully everything like that. Like a shiny, I think it's 4 or 5, maybe even 6 EV Honedge with all the moves you'd expect from it. I can't remember what the secret move was that I used the wild card, because it had King Sword, it had, I can't remember where else actually. I just love shiny Aegis Slash. I love shiny Honedge, I love shiny Duoblade, I love shiny Aegis Slash. King Sword and King Shield, I can't remember which move that was. My memory's not great on this, but I remember having that guy. So there's a lot that you can use. I do like playing with the occasional legendary though, but I would say that there should be a maximum of 1 per team, and they shouldn't be, super duper legendaries, or mythicals, I should say. I love using pseudo legendaries, so pseudo legendaries like Dragonite, crikey, what are the names? Haxorus, I think pseudo legendary. Oh, Hydreigon, stuff like that. So I like those too. I like using them. Shiny Hydreigon was a massive disappointment, just the green and. I wanted it though, because it was shiny, but it was just not a nice colour. It was frankly ugly. But, you know, I also love the fact that there's a lot of people like Generation 1. And I disagree with Gen 1 as the maximum extent that I think it's just a dumb morality to hold. I won't flout insult someone for their opinion, that's by all means. But in my opinion, like, you're going to want to branch out as much as you can. Like, variety is a spice of life. 151 varieties is a spicy life. But 800 and so, or whatever the number is now, is a muy spicy life. That's brilliant. I love that. And the great thing is, there will be probably, what, out of that, 1 in 8 you hate. Which means you've got about 100 Pokemon you hate. Or you don't hate, you just don't like. You're going to have probably 2 or out of 8 of that you think I like. And there'll be potentially 1 to 2 to 3 out of that 8 you love. And that's really the same for me. Like, I could probably look at every single Pokemon in a video, which I won't. But I could look at them and go, love, 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 hate, hate, hate sort of thing. And I could probably set out 100 in each category easily. Because there are some I absolutely adore. Like Generation 3 was probably the best and worst for me. I would say best and worst because it's not really my best and it's not really my worst, but it's got the most diverse of my likes and loves and hates. Like, I love Groudon, I love Kyogre, I love Rayquaza, I love, you know, a lot of the starters, and then you get to the main bulk of them, you're like, no, 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 no. And the Generation 4 or 5 came in, and it brought out like things like the evolutions of some of them, so Mamoswine and stuff like that, so I was like, oh, it's Gen 4. So I was like, oh, redeeming qualities, redeeming factors as such, that's great. Oh, I've still got... Oh, by the time this is finished, had dinner, potentially maybe 8, 10 past 8. Yeah, I can still record Jurassic Evolution or Hungry Dragon or both. Oh, I want to get a decent amount of sleep tonight. Sort of bring my body back into parallel at the same time with this energy. I want to keep this momentum going so I can deal with a little bit less sleep, I think. I want to really tucker myself out, and this really will tucker myself out doing all this. So, it's probably best to do that. Yes. Sent over Marowak. So, take good care of Marowak. Oh, I shall. By that I mean it will be lost in a time and space, you know, continuum very shortly. So I've got to check up on the Pokedex. Oh, go away. I didn't mean to press A. Pokedex. Don't think we did. I have been subconsciously paying attention, but not fully at points, so better, as they say, safe than sorry. Let's go ahead and nope. Check data. Nope. Alright. The hunt continues. Oh, we're down to 38 though. We are getting super duper close, and I am happy about that because I can do some of this off camera. Admittedly, I don't want to do too much because probably chances are the first one I do off camera or the last one I do off camera will be recorded. Will be ALOLAN. So I'm gonna not do it till this video finishes rendering in Elgato, then jump into it. So if we need to, and if I need to record another one, even if it's a couple of minutes for the end of this video or at the start of the next video, then I sure as hell will do it. And then I can jump into other things. So, let's see how this is going to go. Okay. Marowak to Genmar. Oh, goodbye Marowak. Have fun with Genmar. Time is it? It's 7:33. And goodbye. And hello and goodbye. It's pretty much all I'm doing at the moment. Is just watching them go by like, oh. Like I'm nodding my head side to side. Okay, so... Yes, blah, 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 blah. What do you say? Yes. So, 36, cool. Well, technically 35. Are you mentally prepared for the trade? Alright then. Mentally prepared to press A about, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 or 5 times before the trade's done. And then another 4 or 5 times, no, about 8 times, then it's the next trade's done. So yes, you can probably say I'm mentally prepared, to say the least, of just spamming the same button. Yeah, no, grade A content right here. Fully professional here at Vertigo, as you are all aware so far. Ugh, we've got other series that I want to start soon. I've mentioned it in the past. I'm thinking about branching out, but the problem is, like, well, the time I do branch out, the games will be, you know, sort of done with development and stuff like that. And then, well, I mean, Spore is definitely done with development, but I don't know. I'd love a proper sequel to the Spore where they deliver on what they promised originally and more, but well, not going to happen. But I'm sure the modding community is doing something about that, or they have done something about it. So that's something. Alright, 33 left, so I think this is probably going to be the last one, and we will end the video. So, if you haven't already, cross your fingers for me. I'm already crossing both of them. I doubt it will be, but, let's jinx it, come on, jinx it for me. Damn it. That's fair. That is fair. I think what we'll do then is we will end the video here. So if you guys have enjoyed today's video, please smash the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe and do my crazy video icons. I'd super duper appreciate it. There is a Pokemon Let's Go a playlist. Make sure to check it out so you can stay up to date with all of the videos if you haven't already. And of course, check out my Twitter and Instagram where you will know if anything changes about my uploads or if there's going to be any sort of days where we don't have any uploads at all. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. Have a nice day and ta-ra!